Hey, what's up? It is Dan, and I'm here at the Body Transformation Compound. And today, I promised you guys this, we are going to be doing a beginner's program, or actually a beginner's guide to foam rolling. Now, the process of foam rolling is very simple. You want to go over the site very slowly, focusing on the sensitive areas of your body. And another thing with foam rolling is to make sure you breathe and relax on the sensitive areas. You don't want to be flexing your muscles while you're foam rolling. So I'm going to go from the top down, and I'm going to start with our shoulders first, and we're going to start from here. So the very first thing I would do is roll out your latissimus dorsi, or your lats. You're just going to go up and down, very purposeful. We're going to do about 3 rolls, but you want to spend about 30 seconds to 45 seconds per each site. After that, I'm going to turn to my back, and I'm going to close up my elbows and roll out what is called the T-spot. And I'm going to move to the left. I'm also going to move to the right, just to see if there's any sensitive areas. When you close up those elbows, you really feel your back expanding, and the foam roller will get to the spots that you need. So if you have tight shoulders, those are the top 2 exercises, or actually foam rolling exercises to do. The next is going to be your lower back. Now, with the foam roller, especially if you're super sensitive, you're going to be rolling on your glutes, on your IT band, and a little bit of your hip flexor. So the first one is going to be your glute. And all I do is, this is the first level of rolling out. You're just gonna kind of oscillate in different positions to find that sensitive area. Also, if I wanna make it harder, I'm gonna put my knee up just to put more pressure down. And this one is massaging the hip and the glute. Now, I'm gonna go to my side. I'm gonna roll my IT band out. And this is the first level way. I keep one foot down, I keep the other foot to the side, and again, I'm oscillating back and forth to see where the sensitive areas are. And then afterwards, obviously we do both sides, but I'm only doing one for this video's purpose. We're gonna go to the hip flexor. The hip flexor is just right here. It's almost like what connects the front of your leg to the top of your hip. I actually like to put the foam roller to the side and go on the farthest side, and just take one leg up and just roll above and below and on that hip flexor area. And I go very slowly. And that's for the lower back. If you have any tightness in there, those are the 3 sites I would actually focus on. But also, another caveat to this is you can use lacrosse balls, especially for those hard to reach areas in your hip and in your glute. Okay, so the last one is going to be your knee. These ones are actually, this is going to be a little bit extensive. So the very first one I'm going to do, I'm going to go to this side, and again, I'm going to put the foam roller to the side a little bit. I'm going to be harping on one. I'm going to be going on primarily one side rather than the other. Okay, so I'm not going to be going in the middle. I'm going to be going to the side. This is what creates the most. This is what's actually going to create the most force on the foam roller to get the best benefit out of it. So for the quad, I go all the way up and all the way down, focusing on one quad at a time. So that's the first one for the knee. The second one for the knee is going to be very important. This one's for the adductor. I put the foam roller to the side like this. I take my leg out, and we're going to be massaging the inside of that leg. I put it down, and all I'm doing is going up and going down this area, and making sure that we're trying to put as much force as possible on the foam roller, and if you have to, you can stop on any sensitive areas. The next one is going to be the IT band, which we already did, so I'm going to go over that very briefly, just like this. And you can catch it from the back side this time, just to show girls exactly what's going on. So going along the side of the leg, the IT band definitely loosens up a lot of the fascia tissue surrounding that knee. And the final one right here, okay, so that's about 3. The final one, the 4th one, is going to be your calf. Especially if you have a desk job, or you wear a lot of high heels or anything like that, this one's especially important. I take one leg and I just go up and down. And I turn that calf in and out to find that sensitive area. And I go over it for about 30 to 45 seconds. All right? Now, make sure that when we're doing these beginner foam rolling exercises, especially if you're just starting out, use a soft foam roller. This one's really, I guess you could say it's made out of foam. I don't really know what the material is. But then afterwards, once your body gets desensitized to the foam roller, you move on to heavier options. One is just a harder piece of rubber, and the other would be using anything from a PVC pipe to what we would call a rumble roller. And that is it. That's your beginner guide to foam rolling. And make sure, take your time and put a lot of focus and mental energy on what you're doing, and your muscles are going to thank you for it. That's it. Talk to you soon.